What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Stock Holiday, right back at you again with the latest and the greatest in these cryptocurrency markets. Do me a quick favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Now let's go into it. Bitcoin took little bit of a dip. People were starting to panic. People were starting to get concerned, but that is what Bitcoin does. Bitcoin goes up. People start to get excited when Bitcoin takes a little bit of a dip. People start to panic, but you have to understand this is a volatile asset. Things like that is going to happen. It is going to come down. It is going to have corrections after we see a pump up. We saw Bitcoin go from $87,000 almost to $95,000. January 1st, 2026 have been pretty exciting. Yesterday we saw a little bit of a decline. Even earlier today we saw Bitcoin get down to $89,000. It started to get below $90,000. People starting to panic. Instead of panicking, what I tell people to always do, if you were trying to buy a few days ago when the markets were up, when the markets were high, what about when the prices start to dip back down? We saw Solana dip back down. I mean, we saw the market dip down a little bit. Those are opportunities. But because in 2025, we got scarred, we got damaged so much because we were buying the dips and the dip kept on dipping. So folks were probably saying a few days, they said, you know what? If it's dipping, I'm not going to buy it because I was burned like that in 2025. 2025 scarred so many of us in a bad way. And it also, some of us took some life learning lessons from 2025 as well. Take a look at Bitcoin right now. It is starting to make a little bit of a bounce back, maybe a little bit of a recovery from seeing $89,000. Now we're at $90,500. Bitcoin dominance is still kind of on a downtrend. We're at 58.41%. That is very good in comparison to 59% Bitcoin dominance. We'll take every little bit of a decline. Fear and Greed index is still strong. We're at 43. Ethereum, $3,096, just below 3,100, and the Ethereum dominance 12.07%. So one of my new favorite apps is Moonshot. I have been finding so many new coins, cryptocurrency altcoins over there on Moonshot. Moonshot gets its name from the coins will moonshot, they'll explode. A lot of new coins are launched over there on Moonshot. A lot of new coins that you probably can't access too many other places you can get over there on Moonshot. So I've been finding a lot of new coins on Moonshot. I'm talking about coins that was just established in December. Coins may have just came out January 1st. They're on Moonshot, and these coins are up 500, 600% in 1 week. What I like to do and what I've been doing, taking a look at some of the previous cycles, we saw some of those coins, whether it was Avalanche, Axie Infinity. When these coins first launched, these coins did great numbers. They went parabolic. So I'm always trying to find the brand new coin, the coin that has the opportunity to go parabolic, the coin that could give me my next AIOZ network to where it go from 1 penny all the way to $1.24. But it's going to be a process. Going to have to be patient. And I have to understand that the coins that I'm in over there, they're all not going to make it. They're all not going to survive, and I get that. But all I need is for one of those coins to hit. If I get one of those coins to go from a penny to $1.24, that is going to be tax bracket changing. So I was taking a look at some of those coins I got into, and when I first looked at them, I was undecided. I'm like, nah, I'm not get in yet. Then the next day I look, I'm like, oh man, that thing is up 60%. So I get a little bit of skin in, and then I watch it run up. So I'm like, you know what? And I'm thinking it's going to come back down, but it come down a little bit, but it continued to moonshot. So I'm in several of those coins. Those coins are running up, doing well. Will they continue? I don't know. Will they go back down to zero? I do not know. But as of right now, my moonshot portfolio is destroying and doing better than all of my other portfolios. All of the other legacy coins that I'm in, that I've been in for a year, over a year, not performing nowhere near as well as these new coins that have just launched in November. December or January 2026. So that is also part of being diversified. Yeah, I still got my legacy plays. I still got my old school plays on Coinbase. Still got my crypto.com plays. Those plays are getting destroyed. Those plays already ran up. Those plays already hit all-time high. They already kind of went parabolic. I'm hoping and thinking that they will recover. Maybe they won't, but I do have this new portfolio. 2 new portfolios. You know, I'm a crypto addict. Can't get enough of crypto, so I got 2 new portfolios on Moonshot. Man, these brand new coins, if they can do what some of these other coins did in previous cycles, we don't know what 2026 is going to deliver to us. We don't know if 2026 is going to be like 2021. We don't know if 2026 is going to be like 2025, where it starts off good and then it gives us a dud for the rest of the year. But if I get it right this one time, if 2026 is anywhere near what 2021 was, oh, you can forget about it. I'm going to say, hey, I hit. I did my thing. I took this doggone small portfolio, $6,000, and ran it up to who knows what it can be by the end of 2026. Another portfolio, I got a little bit in there. Who knows what it can be if these things multiply. From 1 penny to $1.24. From 1 penny to 20 cents. I'll take a 20x. I'll take a 10x. I'll take a 5x. But the whole key and the whole game is taking profits. Sometimes we take profits too early. Never a bad thing to take profits, but your coin could do a 4x. You take profits, that thing continue to run and do a 25x. You say, oh man, I put in $1,000. I took out $4,000. Had I left my money in there, it would have been 25K. I left $21,000 on the table. So it is a very thin line, but what I like to do when I take profits, I don't never take it all out, just for that particular reason. If these coins continue to moonshot, if they continue to run up, I like to still have some skin in the game. So at this particular point in the cycle, this is a very pivotal point that we're in my opinion. Things could really take off from here. It's already exciting. Just to see how 2026 is starting off, that is a huge push for excitement. Just to see that we didn't dip down to $70,000, $60,000 like a lot of folks had anticipated, that is huge. But remember, we're in cryptocurrency. Excuse me, anything can happen next week. Anything can happen next month in February. Remember February 2025? February 1st was a bloodbath. That was the day that we saw the demise of our portfolios. That was the first day. That was the first sign that, you know what, something ain't right. Who knows what next week could entail. We could see a bloodbath starting next week. We could see a bloodbath starting tomorrow. Nevertheless, what if? What if 2026 is explosive? What if 2026 will be like none other? That's a possibility. So me, I want to make sure I got skin in the game in case those possibilities do occur. I want to make sure that I'm 10 toes down in case that penny could go turn into $1.24. In case that penny could turn into 10 cents. That's why I am continuing to move things around. That's why I'm continuing to look at charts. Continue to watch these markets. We also know at the end of this month, we got a new FOMC meeting. January 27th, 28 is a new FOMC meeting, the first meeting of 2026. What will be the market sentiment around that meeting? Will interest rates get cut? Well, we saw last year, there were a few times we saw interest rate get cut and the market really didn't respond positively like we were expecting. What if 2026 is different? What if 2026 continues to be different like we've seen so far? January 21st, 2026, we've seen a different move. We've seen a different shift. What if interest rates are cut January 28th, 2026, and we see the market do what we thought it was going to do in 2025. We could really see some explosive moves. We could really see a nice segue as we head into February 2026. What if quarter one 2026 is and will be what we expected quarter four 2025 to be? That's why I'm making sure that I'm keeping some skin in the game. That's why I'm making sure that I am being as patient as I can. Like I said, we got down so low, the last thing I would want to do is exit and things start to run up. You talking about kicking yourself? You been through all the struggles. You were in the 2025 struggle. You saw the markets dip. You made it through Liberation Day, Tariff 101. You saw the market dip. You were being obedient. You were buying a dip. It dipped again. You continued to be obedient. Had dry powder to the side. You bought the dip again. Then to get out now, and then things start to reverse. Things start to explode, and you're not involved to take part of the benefits, to take part of the explosions to the upside. Well, you took part in the downside, but you're not going to be able to take part in the recovery. That's be tough to deal with. I know I would not want to be one to have to look in the mirror and watch these coins explode after I sold low. After I tapped out, panic sold, whatever it is, and watch the markets recover, watch the market skyrocket. But I get it. Very emotional market. Everybody can't take it. Everybody risk tolerance are different. Some folks can stomach a little bit more than others. Some folks may need some of the finances that they put in. Some folks may have put in a little more than what they could lose. And I get it. Everybody's different. That's why they used to always say, don't invest money that you're not willing to lose. And I never did like that statement, but it is one of the most realist statements because I'm not willing to lose anything. But I do want to invest. So, so hopefully 2026, we can really see a bounce back. We could really see a recovery. Patience is going to have to be important once again. We were very patient in 2025. If we can use those same patient skills that we used in 2025 and apply it to 2026, who knows how far we can be. Who knows where our portfolios can get to. I was looking at some of my portfolios that I haven't opened up in months. Nasty. I'm talking about obliterated. My Coinbase portfolio, when I was showing it to you guys some months ago, was at 15th. They went from $40,000 to $15,000. I opened it up, I think yesterday or 2 days ago, it was down to $9,000. Had got even as low as $6,600. $40,000 to $15K to $9,000 to $6,600. Now I'm back about $9,000. Can that portfolio 10x? Yeah, $40,000 going down to $6,000 is nasty work. It is not a good thing, but now it's back at 9K. Can that 9K do a 10x and go back to 90K? If it can, if it does, it won't seem so bad that I let that money sit, I let that portfolio sit there. Yeah, I could have took profits at 40K, but I didn't. Yeah, I could have took profits at 30K, but I didn't. It got down all the way to 6,600. Did I panic sell at 66? No, because I'm in it to win. If it go to zero, it is what it is. But back up to 9K, if that 9K can 10x, if that 9K can 5x, hit me at 45K. I'll be in good position. I'll be above that 40K that I thought was such a beautiful level. So it's levels to this thing. It's different ways that you can view it based upon your mindset, based upon your direction as the CEO of your own portfolio. So these are some exciting times for me. We got another chance to get it right in this world of cryptocurrency. So I'm looking forward to see how this market is going to continue to push in 2026. So come on over there, join us in the Patreon. We would love to see you over there. We have a great and awesome cryptocurrency community. But like I say, I just continue to come to you guys every day just to continue to give you that good encouragement. Coming to you guys every day to give you that good motivation. And that's all I got for you on this one. It's your boy, Stock Holiday, and I'm out.